Okay, I'm here. Sorry, there was a few technical issues. I was having problems getting logged to starting the live stream. Thank you, everyone, for being here. How is everybody doing? Oh, getting feedback. Okay, that should be better now. All right, just resetting and clearing that energy. So if you can let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay, that'd be really appreciated. Welcome, everybody. My name is Colleen O'Connor. I am a certified Yuen Method master, and today we are going to work on the topic of strengthening your career direction. So again, thanks for being here. And let's see here. You can hear. Okay, great. Thank you, Lisa. And Mary. All right, good. Woohoo. All right, great. Thank you for your patience. I know I'm a few minutes late. Had a few issues. So from where you are now, we're going to do just a few minutes of a meditation, and then I'm going to strengthen everybody on a group level, and then I will work through some of the individual requests that I have received. So from where you are now, preferably not driving, but in a seated chair, or even if you're lying down, we're going to do a little meditation, a grounding meditation. So you can close your eyes and just bring all your awareness into your body. And giving yourself a few deep breaths, letting go of anything it took to get here and be here, anything you may have brought here, letting it all go. Feeling your feet on the floor and your seat in the chair. And from this place, connect with a pink, a golden light, or a white light, whatever color works for you, coming from the heavens above. This is the support of the universe, the universal intelligence, the universal creative energy. Taking a few deep breaths as you connect to that. And from the heavens above, feel this energy now move down into your 8th chakra. 8th chakra is about 2 feet above your crown chakra. And feeling this calming, supportive energy from the universe come into that 8th chakra. Breathing, strengthening it, emptying it, cleansing it and clearing it, letting it move in the right direction for your highest good. Anything that does not belong, let it remove, let it be deleted from your chakra. This is the chakra of manifestation, of downloading information from the universe. And feel this energy now move from the 8th chakra up into your crown chakra, up into your 7th chakra. Feeling this energy in the 7th chakra. This is the chakra of harmony. Connecting with that harmony. The universe connecting to this chakra, strengthening it, emptying it, clearing it, opening it, and all the energy moving in the right direction. Strengthening, deleting any mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, psychic energies, any hooks, any cords, ties, attachments, sentiments, stories, anything that does not belong, that's not you, that's not yours, that does not serve. Let this all move out of your chakra, sending it away. And breathing as this energy from the universe moves into your 6th chakra. Feel the universe connect to this 6th chakra, opening up to your divine perception, insight, and knowing. Removing anything that's in the way of this, letting it clear and open. Breathing and removing it. Getting all the energy moving in the right direction. Clearing any mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, psychic interferences, interruptions, disturbances, distractions. Anything that's not you or not yours that does not belong. Removing any trauma, illness, limitation, fears, phobias, or karmas. Taking a deep breath. Moving this energy now into your 5th chakra. Letting the energy of the universe open up, cleanse, clear, and activate your divine expression, removing any suppression, repression, any oppression. Let this open, clear. Removing any mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, psychic energies, any hooks, cords, ties, attachment, sentiment, stories that do not belong. And let this energy now move down into your heart chakra, the energy of the universe, connecting strongly into your heart center. Breathing into this, sending inner energies that do not belong out of your heart chakra. Letting your heart chakra be strengthened, evened, and opened. Removing any sadness, any grief, any sorrow, any mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, or psychic energies that do not belong, any traumas, fears, or karmas, anything that may be hooking into your heart. Breathe and send it away. Feel the strong energy from the universe move down now into your solar plexus. Feel the strong connection into the solar plexus, opening up to your power center, connecting strongly to your power that comes from the highest good for yourself and for others. Removing any mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, psychic energies that do not belong. Clearing any hooks, any cords, any ties, attachments, sentiments, stories from either inside of you or outside of you. Let this move in the right direction. Letting anything go that does not serve. Now letting the energy of the universe move down into your second chakra. Strengthening it, cleansing it, clearing it, opening it, letting the energy move in its proper divine direction. The second chakra connecting into your creative energy and the creative energy of the universe. Let those two connect to each other. To your sexual energy, your reproductive energy. Connecting to the ecstasy of the universe. Cleansing, clearing, and opening anything that does not belong. Breathing it out. And now letting the energy from the universe move into your root chakra. Opening it up, cleansing it, clearing it, removing anything that is in your way of connecting to the earth and to the supportive energy of the planet. Breathing, cleansing and clearing it, opening it up. Clearing any mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, psychic hooks, cords, ties, or energies. Removing any trauma, illness, limitations, fears, or karmas. Letting open and clear. And now feel nice grounding, rooting cords move from this root chakra. Let them move from the bottom of the torso, from your sacral area, down to the earth, through your legs, clearing and cleansing all the energy in your legs, in your upper legs, these rooting, grounding cords moving into the knees, lower legs, into the ankles, the heels, the upper, or the tops of the feet, into the toes, into the bottoms of the feet. Feel this energy move from the bottoms of the feet all the way down into the core of the earth, strongly grounding down these big, wide rooting cords, grounding cords, wrapping all the way around the core of the planet. So you're strongly connected to the earth, and feel that earth energy, that calming, grounding, nourishing energy move up from the earth all the way up into the bottoms of your feet, the bottoms of your toes, into your heels. Feel that strong connection to that supportive energy. Let it move up into the tops of your feet, up into the tops of your toes, into your arches, the side of your feet, your ankles, up into your lower legs, up into your knees. Feel that earth energy grounding you up into the upper legs, the the bottom of the torso into that root chakra. Breathe in this earth energy into your root chakra so you have that strong connection between your body and the earth. And feel that earth energy now move up into your second chakra. So you're grounded and rooted in your creative energy. Breathing in that earth energy and exhaling anything that does not serve. Feel this energy from the planet now move up into your solar plexus. Feeling this nice grounded energy moving into your solar plexus so you are grounded in your true divine power, into your divine birthright to be powerful from a place of wisdom, truth, and creating the highest good for all. And feel this energy from the earth now moving up into your heart center. Breathing energy into your heart, feeling yourself grounded and rooted, connected into your heart center. Cleansing, clearing, and opening. Opening to receive all that we're going to do here today and removing anything that is blocking that. Feel this earth energy move up into your throat chakra, cleansing it and removing anything that does not belong. And connecting this earth energy to your divine, truthful expression. Comes from a place of acceptance, love, and balance. And feel this earth energy move up into your sixth chakra so that you are grounded and connected and protected in your divine perception and your insight and your knowing and your foresight. Breathing into that and feel the earth energy move into your seventh chakra. Connected and grounded into that harmony of the seventh chakra. Breathing into it. And feel the energy now move up into your eighth chakra. So you have a strong connection between the universal energy, universal and physical intelligence, and the earth energy in all directions. The universe energy moving from above down to below to the earth, and the earth energy moving from below up to above. So you have a strong, even, balanced, centered, stable, neutral connection in both directions. And feeling your chakras open and adjusting to be at a level of openness that is still protective and keeps you safe and grounded. So balancing between being overly open and overly closed. And seal them up to any negative outside influences. So you only get the benefits and the improvement and the strengthening and what you want, need, and desire. And when you're ready, taking another deep breath or two at your own pace. Feeling yourself come fully back into this time and space. And opening your eyes. Okay, great. Thank you all for being here. Okay, just to repeat again, my name is Colleen O'Connor, and I am a certified Yuen Method master. And today we're doing a group strengthening session on strengthening your career direction. And I'm going to do a little bit of repeat, as I often do when we come into this, because we get new people coming in and people that come in and out of this live stream at different times. So I'm going to mention a little bit about the Yuen Method in case you're not familiar, and just to repeat in case you need to have a little reinforcement of what it is. Dr. Cam Yuen was the creator of the Yuen Method, and he was a 35th generation Kung Fu Shaolin Kung Fu master. I can't get my words. I need to strengthen my brain to my words. And when he was sparring with his opponents, he was able to feel where his opponent's weaknesses were, and by being able to feel those weaknesses, he could target those areas so that he could weaken his competitor and win his competitions. He was also an aerospace engineer. He actually worked for Boeing for several years. So he brought that technology and that engineering approach to problems where it's very much about having results that are strong and quick and very streamlined. And then he later became a chiropractor. And as a chiropractor, again, he was able to feel where his clients or patients, where their weaknesses were that were creating whatever problem they were dealing with. But he used all three of those, we'll call them technologies or modalities, to then create the Yuen Method, where instead of weakening them more, he would tune into what the weaknesses were, and he found a way to energetically strengthen those weaknesses so that bit, by strengthening every weakness that was coming up and that he could perceive in the proper order and the proper sequence with those clients, then he was able to create shifts so that the clients would get better and improve and resolve whatever issues they were coming to him for. So that's what we're going to be working with today. And with this method, the main thing is that you don't need to understand it mentally. Mainly, you need to just feel it and perceive and be open to yourself, and be open to your own improvement. And in this group situation, be open to hearing other people's questions and feeling the improvement that they are getting as well as your own. Because oftentimes in these group situations, even though we have different people coming in, and you might send in a different request or question to me or give me a question in the chat, typically people come into the group who are supposed to be here because everybody's usually dealing with some of the same things. So we just want to keep that openness to other people's questions and not just your own, and really allow yourself to access the power of the group. Okay, I'm going to scoot my chair in a little bit because I'm feeling a little bit too far back here. Bear with me. Okay, so let's tune in to this group as a whole, and then I will get to your individual questions. On the topic of career, that's what we're working on today. But first, we're going to just make sure everybody is synced up. I'm feeling we need some syncing up here. So pull everybody together, make everybody even, make everybody in alignment. And we're going to strengthen everybody's midlines. So tensing and untensing your midlines with no effort. And there's 6 brains feel uneven. So there's 6, the cranial, spinal, the tail, the sacrum, the coccyx, and the reptilian brain. So strengthening all those. So they're working together. And strengthening for neutrality. Positive, not positive, negative, negative, neutral. Neutral to yourself, neutral to others, others neutral to you, people neutral to each other. Strengthen your mind and spirit. Strengthen them, empty them, send them away. You want body, mind, spirit to be strong separate and strong together. And strengthen you all for intuition goes weak. So I'm just finding the weaknesses, making you stronger to the weakness, deleting the weakness, down to 0 minus infinity, and all the negative accumulated effects out of your body, your spirit, and your mind. And there's some weakness to getting results. It's in your spirit. That's from other lifetimes. It's on a psychological level. I'm going to delete that down to 0 minus infinity. I'm deleting the sources, the reasons, the causes, the past, not the future, and the accumulated effects. And then there's a weakness of speed, to not be fast, and not be slow. So the nots, fast, not fast, slow, not slow, neutral. And to be receptive. So strengthen you to receive. Giving goes weak, receiving. So there's a weakness between the two, actually. Receiving to giving. Out of the future. Again, strengthening your spirit. That's clear. Everybody's spirits, a lot of emotional and psychic. To you or from you. To you. Some chords, some sentiments, stories, just leave those. Sentiments and stories. And then when we talk about mastery in this method, we want to be in charge of our own selves and our own knowing and insight. And there's a weakness to that for this group. So we've got take charge, self-mastery, and expertise. Those are a triad. And self-mastery goes weak, which means we want to clear any slavery lifetimes. And that's actually from others, family members, other lifetimes. Just deleting all that down to zero minus infinity. Get some water here. And some reverse perception of the mind. And to strong to feel. And to strong to release. And I'm just syncing everyone up. Higher selves goes weak. You all to your higher selves to you, and higher selves to each other. And then evening, the word evenness goes weak. So there's evenness within yourselves. The DNA, RNA. Evenness within with each other. Our locations, countries, locations, cities, states, homes, languages, cultures, countries. We did the countries already. Families and ancestors, and our time and space, even time zones. And your surroundings go weak. So strengthen your own surroundings. Strong your own surroundings. Your surroundings to support you, to your improvement. And then everyone's surroundings to be even with each other. Okay. And then some karmas, some indirect karmas. The collective, cultural, conventional, religion, in-laws and descendants. Lay that down to zero minus infinity. Okay, and let's check your strength of the midline again, tensing it, untensing it. Let's make sure, let's check the fitness of the midline. The flexibility goes weak. Coordination goes weak, and speed. So coordinating the midline to the body, body to the midline, nervous system to clarity. So all of you to clarity to you. We want that clarity because we're working We want it in general anyway. But because we're working on career direction, I know some of you have a question of where do I go? What do I do? Okay. An internal computer, internal chi, feng shui, oh, strong. Okay. Okay, now what does this group need here? What's the primary? Is it more physical or non-physical? Non-physical. What's inside or outside? External influences. We'll make them all even, finite, one, contain, stronger than them, separate from, and delete the influences down to zero, minus infinity. External people, the ancestors. It's psychic. So cut their hooks, their cords, ties, some of their fears. On your mind. About fitness, F words come up. Fitness, food, future, fear, finances. So all that, just strengthen and delete that. So clear that collective as well. Subconscious. Clear the programs. And then something with mothers. Okay, so all that down to zero, minus infinity. Out of past, out of future. Okay, how's everybody feeling relative to when you before? Think about how you were before you got on this live stream and how you feel now. You can tell me in the chat. Okay, first thing that comes up, feel open. Good. Okay. The first weakness that actually comes up for this group is fitness. Oh, hey, Cassie. Okay, so let's work on the fitness. What comes up is too much mind. So again, strengthen the mind, empty the mind, send the mind, other people's minds. All right, let's make sure you're strong to clearing any misinterpretation. Misinformation, now sensations, emotions, react, that's all good. Okay, everyone feels pretty open. Hands and fingers, feet and toes, the colon, genital, bladder, sacrum. Exit portals need to be strongly evened open, down and out. Okay, now let's look at fitness. Now we look at fitness. What part of fitness? Now it seems like, well, what are we working on fitness for? I want to strengthen my career. Well, with this method, we always want to make sure fitness and physical intelligence are strong, because that's really your physical being, all the aspects of your physical existence. Because if they're not strong, but then you're trying to do something in this physical world, you're going to just be bumping up against blockages. So if fitness is weak, then we want to make sure that that is strong. And that's the weakness that's coming up for this group. So fitness of what area of the body? The cells. So we're going to strengthen your cells. Cells to the fitness, to the nervous system. Hold your midline. Raise up your frequency, your vibration. So these more vibrational fitness of your structure, systems, systems, organs, and tissues, cells. quantum particles, empty spaces. That's non-physical. It's psychic. So clear the psychic energies as all the way captured in the quantum field. Make it all even, make it one, contain. Strong to it, separate from it, separate from you. Send it out to other dimensions and universes, etc. Forget unconditional. Okay, fitness, agility, and lightness. Okay. And the empty spaces. So the empty spaces need more agility and lightness and fitness. So we're going to download, install, activate strong, fit, fast, agile energy from the universe into those empty spaces of the body. So we have these empty spaces that can gather up. Things can gather in there. Dead cells, waste products, and non-physical energies. We want to make sure those are strong, that all that energy is deleted out of there, and that there's a strong tensing and untensing happening. So empty spaces, tense them, untense them, and with no effort. Tense, untense, no effort. All this to your midline. Okay, receiving, feeling, perceiving it. Okay, no effort. So there's too much effort, so we'll delete the effort. That's the mind making things hard. Hard, not hard. Difficult, not difficult. Easy, not easy. Simple, not simple. Complicated, not complicated. So I want to lighten everything up. Just make everybody deep the seriousness, lighten up, loosen up. Okay, and then the body to handle the speed. There's you to the speed of the planet to you. And strengthen the black holes. Okay. Okay, we have the two-way integration. So your torso to your limbs and your limbs to torso need to be strongly connecting. There's some weakness and disconnect. So delete the disconnect and separation. Bring it back into balance, center, stability, neutral, midline, above it all. And slimming down with no time gap. Okay. All right. So, okay. Great to see everybody here. So we got Lisa, Mary, Paula, Diane, Cassie. All right, good. So, how's everybody feeling? We're gonna let me know if you're feeling any kind of just overall shift. All right, so I'm going to look at everybody's requests. So I'm going to strengthen everybody's request to be even. Everybody neutral to your own question, neutral to other people's questions, all the questions and problems, clear any problems. Make them even. Clear the mental, clear the emotional, psychic energies, feeling, some reactions and emotions. Hey, Shelly. Okay. A lot of collective stuff going on there. Thank you for feeling. Okay. That feels better. Resetting, reprogramming, restarting. The midline, tense and untense. Let's strengthen this group. So there's 5 areas of career related to career. There's job, career, purpose, business, and education. So education for this group goes weak. We're going to delete that. It's in the spirit. It's other lifetimes. Strengthening to be receptive. There's non-physical. Some psychological around that. Some obsession from others. And family. Okay. Okay, and then for this group, let's see. Let's check in now again. Job, career, purpose, business, education. That feels stronger now. Okay, and let's connect physical intelligence, nervous system, clarity. That's a triad, and connect that with pentagon of the job, career, purpose, business, education. So that you're bringing in your physical intelligence, your nervous system, and clarity to anything regarding your career direction. Okay, put that strong energy in there. We're going to strong physical energy to your career purpose, direction, your decisions, your choices, and your actions. So we just there. The future. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the individual requests. We got one from Shelley. Clarity, not being pulled off course, big and small things. Shoulds, daily routine. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Yes, I think maybe that was John Lennon who said that. It's very true, right? You don't feel like there's much point in setting goals because they get washed away. Yeah, well, actually, goals are in plans. I think that's what's kind of popping up for me. The plans. We can prepare and we can plan to a point, but it is true. Life almost never works out how we plan it to. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but we just so let's shift that actually for everybody here and be neutrality for that. Having plans, not having plans, making plans, not making plans, having goals goes with making goals. It's more like an intention and creating what you want, need, and desire, because things can change too, right? We can have an idea of what we think we want to do, the direction we want to go. And as we progress and we clear energy around it too, we can sometimes realize, oh, wait a minute, I don't actually want that. I want to go in this direction. So for everything you said, let's make everything even. Put in proper order, primary weakness. I saw outside of you, the mind, non-physical, the spiritual. It's really about relationships and karma. Is that with yourself or with others? With others. This life, the past, the spirits. Okay, so there's some dark energies in the spirit. So clear those. Send them away. Them separate from you, you separate from them. Let them go. Off to other dimensions, universes, existence, time, place, places unknown, black hole, wormhole, dark energy, dark matter. That feels better. And where do they come from? It's a far distant past. So childhood. And when you say what comes up now is the shoulds, being put upon, things being put on you that don't belong. Overly responsible, over internalizing, over anxious, over worried from other people. I get actually mother causes. It's on a subconscious, some triggers, issues, choices there. Habits, patterns, and programs. Yeah. So it's more of an inherited habit, pattern, program, even beliefs. So let's clear all that. This is good. This applies to everybody here to receive, to feel, to perceive, and allow this. The brains, the cord, meninges, the nerves, the fluid, the cells, the empty spaces, DNA, RNA, subcellular, leading the sources or reasons, causes out of the past, out of the future, all the accumulated effects. It's the beyond infinite effects. Make those all even, make them one, make them contain finite down to earth, and delete them down to zero, minus infinity. Release. Clear it out of the future. Resetting, reprogramming, restarting. Boundaries and dynamics. Being invincible. Okay, how does that seem now? I'm going to read it again too. Okay, what comes up is as a weakness is the having a calling. Okay. So Dr. Yuen always used to say, everything is your purpose. Brushing your teeth is a purpose. Washing your clothes is a purpose. So we want to be neutral to having one giant Hollywood purpose, right? We have this idea, we have this collective belief, and it's actually coming up now, we're going to clear this. It's a misinterpretation. It's a slowness, a misguidance, it's a wrong answer, and misinformation. That we have to have a true calling, true purpose, and that's not always the case. Sometimes people are just super clear on what they want to do on their career path, but sometimes we're not always clear, and that's actually, it's okay. If we want to do different things, because that's just how you're made up. You're not made up, but that's your makeup, right? Yeah, Hollywood purpose, right? We have these movies and songs perpetuate these notions that are so not true on pretty much all areas of life. Just clear all of that. It's even in the etheric body. It's in the mind. Some cords and ties there still. So deleting that down to zero, my symphony. To release, forgive, forget, unconditional, to open up. So, and your purpose can change. So being strong with all of those different variations, that there doesn't have to be one specific thing. It's kind of like, and this is my perception based on life experience and also what I've perceived with what I've seen with others and clients, is that we only have one soulmate, one true love your whole life. That doesn't really, that doesn't seem to ring true, because if we are always growing, shifting, and evolving, then the person who makes sense for you to be with at one point may not make sense at another point in time. But that's not a bad thing. There should be no judgment, but we have all this judgment about that in our culture and our society, where if we were okay with being with somebody, and then if things come to a natural conclusion, being okay with that. Now, that doesn't mean that we hightail it anytime there's any conflict or problems. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking when things just aren't a fit anymore. There's often a reason, and we want to honor that. It kind of applies to career as well. That we don't, our generations prior used to have one job they're supposed to have for 50 years and get a pension and a retirement. And that's been gone for a long time. If you're always shifting, growing, evolving, that can change as well. So the purpose is just to be you, first of all. Okay. And to just bring your gifts, whatever those are, in any given moment, because you have many. So this is all just like, I'm reading this actually off of you. This is just coming up. So just strong, or you and everybody. Just crank that up to your midline. Strengthen the improvement. Okay. Okay, see how that feels now? Okay, and I've got one from Jen and Chris. So they want to clarify which locations in the United States to focus the job search. Okay. Jen, are you here? If you're here, can you send me a chat? What would be helpful is if you can, I know we have talked about this, but I can't remember. If you have a couple of places in mind, it would actually be easier to test strong or weak for a place. I'm going to give that a minute in case she's here so she can respond. Okay, then we've got one from Phyllis. So Phyllis, relationship with self and others. Okay, I think all of us need this pretty much. This is something we need to keep strengthening all the time because there's always things that can pull us off of our relationship with ourself. So let's look at for you what the weakness is. And the first relationship is actually with yourself. So you to yourself and self to you. And where is that coming from? Inside, outside, inside of you. It's the mind. It's non-physical. It's psychic. From others, ancestors, and then yourself in other time and space. And the weakness is relationships. Because all relationship weaknesses across all time and space, make them all even, make them one, contained, finite, down to earth, and delete them down to zero minus infinity, the sources, the reasons, the causes of the past, of the future. Okay, there's a fear there, so clear the fears. So is it being alone, not being alone? Is it not being alone, actually? Not being with others? Losing relationship? The word smothering comes up. People smothering you. And some punishment fears. So fear of being punished. All the lifetimes of that. And confusion, some sadness and grief, disappointment, sorrow. And acceptance. Acceptance of yourself, acceptance of others. People accepting each other. People accepting themselves. And being thoughtful, not thoughtful. Honest. And complaining. That's in the spirit. From you to others and others to you, both directions actually. Read down to zero minus infinity. Okay, there's some sort of curse. Indirect. Other lives. Well, some spirits. Yeah, so clearing those. The body, the spirit, the mind. Send them away. Back to where they belong. Forgive, forget, unconditional. Cutting some cords there. Some sentiments. So clearing you and everybody here, all sentiments. We want to be strongly grounded in this time and space, moving strongly, smoothly, connectedly, with certainty into the future. A lot of programs there with the ancestors and culture. I have a feeling it. I guess I need this too because wow, I cannot stop yawning. Okay, I don't know. Oh, that's right. Phyllis is not going to be able to be here. Feels stronger to me. Anyone else feeling the benefits of that? Let's strengthen you. Yeah. Oh, hello. I didn't see you. I have this Word doc up looking at everybody's stuff, so I'm not seeing all the. All right. Okay. Okay, let's clear again. Let's check in here. Exit portals. To open up the feet and toes, the bladder. Exhale. Okay, down and out. Down and out. Intense that midline. Speeding up the improvement. Balance, center, stable. Resetting, reprogram, restarting. Okay. Okay. Mary has a question about losing my sight affecting how I see myself in the future. How you see yourself. So what happens is when you send me something in your words, I look at the words and I feel for what is the weakness in the words that you send me. So when I read your sentence, it's the seeing. Okay, let's strengthen your senses. That's what comes up first. You're seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, all need to be strong. And what that sense and sensing is sense of yourself, sense of direction. So let's train everybody here for a strong sense of direction. So we want to put, what's coming up? Lots coming up right to my brain here. We want to put strong decisions, choices, and actions, insight, knowing, purpose, physical intelligence, and fitness, nervous system, and all levels of being, all even, putting that into whatever that is. And that's probably an octagon or something, into a circle, and put all that into your career direction. So we're putting all this, it's like we're supercharging that career direction and putting that into your spine, into your midline, your brain, all levels of being, in macro to micro, your structures all the way down to quantum particles. So it's all vibrating with that strong direction, clarity. Clarity goes weak. Clarity goes weak. External, the mind, non-physical, psychological. I don't know if you're feeling any of this shift here, Mary. So psychic, clear the psychic. Yeah, what comes up is other people's bodies, minds, or spirits. Other people's minds. So other people's minds getting caught in your mind. So let's send those away. We're going to wrap them all up in some cellophane, make you strong to them, separate from you, and send them off to other dimensions, universes, black hole, wormhole, etc. And then get the mind and your mind and their minds out of your brain, which then connects to your vision. We actually see with our brain. The brain connects to, we have an optic nerve center that connects to the brain and then connects to the eyes, and the eyes back to that nerve center to the brain. Okay, so all this to your nervous system. Okay, Mary, you feeling that? Let's look at what area of life. So even though the topic we have here today is career, we have these different areas of life. And we want all those different areas of life to be strong within themselves individually, and strong with each other, and even with one another, and strongly integrated. Integrative. Working together, that goes weak. And evenness. You're yawning, all right. Okay, I'm going to do some automatic, download some programs. I feel like you just need some programs. This is just coming up. This is what I'm getting from your nervous system. You want to download, install, activate 900 million programs to eradicate and clear your whole vision. It's your sight, or it's more like your insight than your sight. So it feels probably like a physical thing, but I'm getting it's not. It's maybe 30% physical, but not even the eyes themselves. The rest is all non-physical. So we're just going to first strengthen. So which goes first, the 30 or the 70? The 70%, we're going to make out all even in the mind, spirit, and delete that down to 0 minus infinity. And then this 30%, that's from the spirit, Okay, let's have your body, mind, spirit, soul, higher source, higher self. Those need to be all evenly strong. Connecting and they're not communicating and working together and integrated. There we go. Ooh, it's your midline. Speed that up. Let that process on its own. Let me know how that's feeling. Okay, and then Paula, you want to know or sense for sure which direction to take in my career. Don't have any options in mind. So let me just ask you first, Paula, if you're still here, do you feel some shift with that now compared to before you got on this live stream with everything that we've been doing? Okay. The options go weak. So when I look at your sentence, it's not so much direction feels strong, career feels okay. It's the options. It's the choices. So having choices or not having choices, not having choices. Yeah. Oh, good, good, good. See, that's great. And thank you for telling us that, yawning and feeling your spine moving. Good. By you telling me that, that just validates what I was saying, where all of us come together, and even though we mention one thing, we can benefit from all the things that everybody else is bringing up. So let's crank up your options, opening up to options. You to the options to you goes weak. So we want to strengthen that. So what is that? Why are the options weak? So having them and not have. So you have a weakness to not having them. Okay, so what comes up is having options triggers all the times you had no options. Sounds maybe crazy, but this is something that happens with the Yuen Method. It recognizes that opposition where when something that you do want happens, it can also trigger all the things that never worked out for whatever that thing was. So having the options triggers not having options. So let's delete that. That's in the mind, out of the past, out of the future. That's non-conscious. Okay, triggers, issues. So there's got a problems triad. You got the triggers are okay, but it's the issues and then the issues with the choices. So all those issues, we'll delete those. Future, people thinking of each other. And stuff with the father. I get military, rigid, kind of like shutting down possibilities. I don't know if that resonates. And it's clear. Past lifetimes of slavery. And clear the karma with the parents. Them imposing their fears on you about your options and about your career. Okay, so let's delete that down to 0 minus infinity. Just clearing that karma. It's actually a collective karma, even though it's with your parents. And delete the punishment of that karma or connected with that karma. Okay, how's it feel now, Paula? We're resetting you, reprogram, restarting. A little bit nervous. Okay, so let's open the exit portals on your arm, hands and fingers, feet and toes. Open everything up. Even strengthen all cell energy down and out, opening up the colon, bladder, sacrum, the whole lower parts. Something external, the mind, non-physical, something psychic. So let's clear the psychic. Collective. So collective fears of the spirit. There are psychological issues. There are sensations, emotions. That's just sensations, emotions, and reactions. And that can make us feel, when people say that I have anxiety or I am nervous or I'm trying to think what the other words people say, but often people say anxiety. It's not really correct. It's really sensations, emotions, and reactions all conflating each other and confusing each other. So let's delete that. The body, the spirit, the mind. And that's misinformation, the collective. And clear the shutdown. You're going to delete the shutdown so you can open up and let everything move down and out. And clear the forgetting. How's that feeling now, Paula? Oh. Okay, good. Looks like you balance, center, stable, resetting, reprogramming, restarting. Soul, our source, ourself. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. Okay, I got a couple others. I'm going to say just a couple of things I want to, I'm going to keep going for a little bit more. I know I started a little bit late as well. Oh, you're so welcome. So I know some of you have had individual sessions, some of you haven't, some of you have taken classes, some of you haven't. So I just want to mention that I do individual sessions, and I would strongly recommend if you have things going on, it's always good to have some individual sessions so we can clear a lot in a short amount of time. And that it helps, if you can continue to do it at whatever timing works for you, you can really keep the momentum going. And so that's something, especially if you've got anything regarding career, I would recommend that. And I'm mentioning it also because I have a special going. If you've been on the fence about, I don't know, I want to do a session, but I don't know, I have a special for individual sessions now through September 10th, I think it is, where if you buy one session, you can get a second session 33% off. It's on my website. If you know that you already want to do multiple sessions, an even better deal is something I offer all the time, which is a package where you buy you're purchasing, you're getting 4 sessions, or you're only paying for 3, but you're getting 4. So you get a free session when you do that, also on my website. I'm mentioning that because I'm just noticing in the world right now, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of stagnation. And what happens in those times is that people tend to retreat and retract when, in fact, the best thing you can do is, this method. Of course, I'm going to say that because this is what I do, but anything that is going to, that's the time when you really want to invest in yourself so that you're investing in your improvement. Dr. Yuen always used to say, not that you can't buy real estate, invest in stocks, he said, but the best investment is in yourself and your own improvement, because the stronger that you are, the better you can make the rest of your, all the aspects of your life, including your income and your career and your relationships, etc. Okay, so that's my I don't say my plug, but my little update for you. Okay, and then Lisa wants to work on self-worth. Okay. And if you're here still, Lisa, if you want to tell me if you're feeling any shift from before this call to now, just because of what we've already done. And then I'm going to continue tapping in here to see what's going on for you. So self-worth, there's some weakness there. Is it self or is it worth? Self. So worth is okay, but when you put self and worth together, self goes weak. So let's strengthen that. Self to worth and worth to yourself. You to your worth and your worth to you. That's external. It's the mind. It's physical, actually. So physical, is it physical dimension, physical universe, your physical existence, physical time, physical space, physical body, physical surroundings, physical humans. So is it your body itself, or is it being in your body? As it being in your body, there's some part of you that just like does not want to deal with having a body. Okay, so let's strengthen you. We'll put strong physical energy to your physical existence, to your body. Okay. Something into the future. Whew. So I'm feeling all this heat here. It's like 1,000 degrees here up in Washington. Okay, it has to do with aging and time. Is it time, aging, or the future? It has to do with aging. And what comes up is the physical performance of your body. There's structural stability, your tendons, ligaments, muscles. So, Lisa, are you here? Okay. Atoms, quantum particles, ligaments. Okay, so where's that coming from? Empty the mind. Your feeling, your perception, results, neutral, the universe. You're the universe. So your nervous system, you got a tense and tense, your brain receiver to the universe and universe to brain receiver. Your higher self. And it's what's weakening the aging. That's external. It's the mind. It's psychic. So clear the psychic. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Are you feeling some shift there? Feeling some improvement? Okay, let's connect your midline to all your structures of your body structure, to your midline, tense and untense and no effort, all those structures of the body. And that to everybody here. See that, feel that, perceive that. We can always improve that structural stability, more strength, endurance, more flexibility. Okay, and there's some spirits weakening that, so we'll send those away. And that's a lot of collective. Did you recently have a birthday? A lot of times with birthdays, it triggers aging stuff from the collective. Okay, resetting, reprogramming, restarting. And start your own knowing. And stuff with money as well. And let's strengthen our group for money. It's money, finance, it's prosperity and finances. Lead all scarcity, lack, worry, fear. Good. Emotional release, great. Opening the exit portals, chin, under arm, hands and fingers, feet and toes, colon, sacrum. Okay. Down and out. resetting, reprogramming, restarting. Okay, now Diane, how students can find me when my movement coaching is subtle in May. Okay, the strength of that birthday, everything around that. We're downloading some programming there to clear all that. Automatic. We'll call it the birthday buffer. That's what I'm strengthening. A download to all of us. Birthday buffer. When you have a birthday, you're not affected, bothered. Okay, so back to Diane's questions. How students can find me when my movement coaching is subtle and potent experience that words cannot entirely communicate. Okay, words those weak. So there's definitely a weakness to words. Let's make you strong to be a wordsmith. Some weakness there. You to your words to you. Keeping your word, not keeping your word. Other people not keeping their word. So other people not keeping their word. And then what we want to have is we want to always activate our physical intelligence. And that's that intelligence that is all within us and around us in the universe itself, in the earth, the planet, all living creatures and beings. We want to activate your physical intelligence. And we want to connect you to that intelligence to you, and intelligence to the best words, descriptions, to download those to you, to your brain, and the brain into when you actually type and write it. So communicate entirely, cannot, words. Words feels better. Movement goes weak. So there's a weakness to movement. Is that your movement or other people's movement? Other people's movement. Them, it's almost like they're like stuck. Resistance to movement, to moving on, moving forward, moving ahead. Purpose to, okay, let's also do this. Clarity and purpose. Okay, Mary, I see your question. I do have some other requests, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it. We can just do a quick download of resolution, some automatic. Okay, then the cannot. So everything you cannot do, cannot say, cannot see. So, Diane, are you feeling any of this? So let's put strong purpose to what you offer to purpose, you to the clients and the clients to you, connecting, communicating, coordinating, synergize, fitting and working together. Strength, them finding you, you finding them. That's actually strong. You connecting with them seems strong. It's more about the movement and the other pieces that we did. Just to strengthen that, reset, reprogram, restart, put things in the right direction. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to Jen's question. I guess she's not here. So clarifying which location in the United States to focus job search. Them to clarity to them. Let's strengthen the clarity. Okay, good. Okay, great, Diane. Thank you. So Jen and Chris's question to clarity back to them. Let's activate them to their own answers, actually. So let's strengthen their, just like we did, let's application of what we did for some of Diane to her and everybody here if you didn't already feel it. We're activating the physical intelligence, connect to the universal support, universal insight, physical intelligence, to know, to ask the question, to get the answers and get the results. So that's answers, actions, and results. Results goes weak. Okay, let's strengthen the reasons for moving, sources, reasons, causes out of the past. So still just a little something out of the past, so delete that. Okay. Okay, the search. So you're talking about a job search, and the search is weak. So we don't want to. Okay, it's just our nervous system sometimes doesn't like certain words because they confuse the nervous system. So I want to search for a job. So let's clear and delete the searching for the job. And let's strengthen connecting to a new job, a new opportunity connecting back to them in the proper timing, the proper place, location, place. There's no weakness to place or location. It's really just about the search. So what happens, it may seem like I'm not answering your question, but when we ask a question, but that's not actually the correct question according to your nervous system, and your nervous system tells us something else, we have to go with what the question is that your nervous system asks. And the nervous system in this case wants to have the search piece be cleared. Okay, and what comes up is not having to, no turmoil, no laboring for this opportunity. Just balance, center, stable, neutral, calm, midline, getting what you want, what you need, and what you desire, and allowing it to open up to it to come in. There we go. So being clear on the companies, the jobs themselves, but you're clear on the requirement, what he wants. Okay, actually, that feels better now. Okay, she can let me know how that is. Okay, I got one more request here. How's everybody feeling? Okay, Raj has a question. So Raj, who's another person who's not here right now. Okay, to feel like I don't have Reiki clients at the new higher price point. Oh, Jen, oh, you are there. Yay. All right, cool. Good. I wasn't sure if you were here. Good. Yes, excellent. Good. Very good. I'm glad you're feeling energy moved. Okay, so for Raj, so the price. Oh, wait, I think oh, Cassie, you got something here too. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do yours first because you're here. Are you still here, Cassie? Sorry, I didn't see this because it's on my phone. Oh, good. Yay. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Oh, that's you, Cassie. Okay, so you're still here. Okay, so all right, this is a little bit long. So let's just whittle it down to, let's make all the parts even. Okay, just a reminder. So I'm not picking on you, Cassie, but just a reminder, when you have your request, if you can keep it to one sentence, that's the best. I know that can be hard. I do it the same when I work with my mentor. I tend to like, bleh, and I like, okay, wait, I know. Okay, good, Cassie. I'm glad you're here. So, especially just for this group, it's easier to do something that's more succinct, and in general, because you want to minimize the energy, because the less description you have, the less energy, and that means we can move it more quickly and clear it more quickly. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so the last part of your question is actually the part where there feels like a weakness. Look at the end. Yes, I am looking at that. That's so funny you said that. That's the part that I feel. I want to feel like it's all easy for me. I'm just resilient, intelligent, and this all comes naturally. Yeah. So resilient goes weak. Okay, so let's look at that. Let's just first of all take everything you said and just make sure it's all even. Put in a proper order. Primary weakness, and we're set on automatic. External stuff. You're gonna strengthen you. Another you can do, make yourself balanced, center, stable, midline, neutral, above it all. Especially when you're surrounded by I know you're going to laugh at this, Cassie. Well, the word that comes up is, or the phrase, a sea of idiots. Okay, sorry, I'm not trying to bash on your people, but that's just the phrase that comes up. So let's delete that down to 0 minus infinity. Mind, psychological. Yeah, not even idiots, but idiocy. It's just like, it feels like you're surrounded by a lot of chaos and just unnecessary ridiculousness, right? Oh, there we go. Nice. Feeling like I can handle all the things at work and in business. Okay, great. Work, business, easily, seamlessly. Let's balance, let's even out your job with your business to job. Yeah, let's make sure it feels like the job is weakening the business, or it's just the weaker part of that pentagon. So let's just clear again all those people at work. Whether they're mental, they're emotional. Let's put them on a repeat. Let's download a whole program, everything Dr. Yuen ever did for these kinds of situations. We're going to download, pick out what you need in the proper order, automatic, strengthening, deleting, this whole program we're creating. Download it to you, to them every time, and just reinforce it so that every time you get on your computer and log in, you're reconnecting and re-strengthening that. So automatic repeat every millisecond, just clearing the energy, strong to just don't care. You get in, get out, you do what you got to do with balance, center, stable, neutral, calm, with total physical intelligence, and above it all, yeah, you're feeling that. And just tense it to the midline. Program that into the computer, into the keyboard, into the mouse, into your chair, into them, even out all the coworkers, bosses, clients, merger on all the companies, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. Reset, reprogram, restart. Job to business, business to job. That feels better now. Resilience. How's that seem now? So some psychological still from them. They're overthinking, overvaluing, overanalyzing, overguarding, overprotecting, overdefending, overgrieving, overbearing, overdone, overloaded, over and you being totally, completely over it. Down and out. And one thing that you can do, this is something that for those of you that were in the fitness workshop, you can throughout the day, I recommend, even if you have to like get up every hour and take a computer break, do that tensing and untensing and connecting to the different parts of the body, intense, untense. You don't have to do the whole thing every time, but just kind of keep it really simple, upper body, lower body, something like that, so that you keep, you want to keep that energy active in all levels of your macro to micro body, especially the empty spaces, so that you can ward off their energies from settling in. If that makes sense. Yeah. Good. Excellent. Oh, good. Thank you, Mary. All right. All right. Yay. Okay. And I'll just strengthen everybody here that this continues, just grows stronger in the right direction. Automatic. Resetting, reprogramming, balance, center, stable, boundaries, dynamics. One thing, yes, right, the overs. So I actually have a question for all of you. I am looking at doing what I'm going to call a power group session. This would be a paid session for a limited amount of people. So in this session, this is free. We do it on YouTube. Anyone and everyone can see what we're doing here. I may or may not get to all your questions in this. What I'm proposing is something called this power group session, where it'd be 3 hours. It will be paid, but it would be for a limited number of people. The amount of people, not quite sure, maybe like 8 people or so that there's more time for your individual questions. And I'm looking at doing it next month in September, maybe mid-month or third week or so, on career. Because I'm feeling, I think maybe because we're coming back to school time of year, people are getting out of summer mode and back on track that way. So if you're interested, I'd love to first know, are you interested? And B, what topics, what things are you wanting support with? And we can focus it that way. I'm offering this because I feel that, just like we did here doing this group, we can leverage that, but we can make it longer and even just like on total hyper power, hyper speed, so to speak, not speed, but hyper power. In a way where I know in this group, people will, even though the topic will be whatever the topic is, and you bring in something that's not necessarily that topic, this will be truly working on that topic of career. So I was thinking of maybe doing just a different paid, bigger version of this about career direction or purpose, but it could be something else. It could be like the dynamics at work. It could be whether you have a job or a business, or maybe you're in between, or you have both. But let me know. You can send something here, or you can email me or post something on my YouTube channel, wherever you're comfortable. Website and email is probably the easiest and most direct. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you, because the benefit of that is if doing individual sessions is a little bit more tricky money-wise, this is a way that you can leverage the power of the group and really get things moving forward, but with the price tag of a group session. So let me know what you think. All right, wonderful to have all of you here. I really appreciate all your feedback, and you're letting me know how you're doing in the chat. Oh, wait a minute, did I do Raj? I forgot one. Sorry, wait, I forgot Raj. I don't want to forget. We did her. Okay, Reiki clients. Okay, it's the clients. Her to the clients coming to her. There's a weakness, and her concern is the price. Is it the price? Is it higher price or point? It's the price. I'm going to strengthen them all to the price. Same, not same, different, not different, change, not changing, perception. I get that it's a reasonable increase. Them to the price to them. Their spirit, things going up, not up and down. It's really more about things going up and down, higher and lower. You are welcome. Oh, Anu, I don't think I got a request from you. So if you have something, let me know. We're going to do just a couple more minutes because I want to make sure we get Raj in there. Okay, the clients to her, and her to the clients. That feels better. Connecting, communicate, coordinating, fitting in, working together. Just wake up the clients. The stagnation. I've noticed that too. This people stagnating and just kind of shutting down and tuning out. Just waking them up, activating their physical intelligence to get up, get going, get on it, get moving. Same thing. Investing in themselves, using Reiki. Reiki is a beautiful tool. And them to the benefits to them to really remember. They know it, but they're kind of forgetting. So it's better to have it and open up their energy and move forward. Okay. All right. My Yuen aficionados. Thank you again for being here. I'm going to close it up from there. Tune in. We'll have another group session at the end of next month. Cannot believe it's already September, almost. Strengthening you one more time, resetting, to have fun, ease, joy, grace. Don't take anything seriously. Yourself, other people, the world, life. Okay. I am Colleen O'Connor, certified Yuen Method Master. Thank you. Have fun. Stay strong, and we'll see you again soon.